Okay. We playing? We good? Okay. So today I'm gonna watch a video on YouTube. It's called Bands I Hate. It's by Crackle. Oh, I almost read that as Crackalacken. Crackalian. Um, I don't know if I'm saying that right, but whatever. Uh, I'm gonna I'm gonna watch this again because I actually watched it last night. I felt like I have quite a few things to say about this video. Well, maybe not so much. Well, the video, but also just like things about music in general. I don't know. I guess this video just is making me want to talk about a whole bunch of music. I wanted to point out one thing is the guy's thumbnail. Um, it's album covers from 10 different bands, okay? And he talks about 9 of them in the video. But I don't. This 10th one, it's the album cover for War by U2, and I don't think he talks about U2 as like a band he hates. I don't think he brought up U2, but I just want to say I actually really like U2. I have mixed feelings about them as celebrities. I don't want to get too much into right now, but like their music, I've always really liked their stuff from the 80s. I'm mixed about their stuff from the 90s onward, but it's not like they stopped being a good band. It's just uh, it's kind of law of diminishing returns, if that makes any sense, since about the 90s. I don't know. You know what? Honestly, I can't say that straightforwardly because I've actually haven't heard any. Excuse me. I haven't heard any U2 in quite a while. What's their album? The Joshua Tree, right? Wait, is it Joshua Tree? Is it the Joshua Tree? Yeah, okay, yeah, that's right. Yeah, the Joshua Tree. Yeah, yeah, the Joshua Tree is a great album. It's a superb album. You know, I bring that up because that's the only U2 album that I've heard front to back. Because I believe it was my dad's copy of the Joshua Tree that he has on cassette. And when I was listening to a lot of albums on cassette last year, that was definitely one that I had in my lineup. And I'm beating around the bush, like, oh, U2, and because just like they're kind of like a bunch of in terms of their politics, they're kind of a bunch of, well, they act like a bunch of like neo hippies, and I find that a little irritating. But the more I learn about U2, the more I realize they're not just like that. They actually, I feel like their hearts are in the right place. Generally, I don't find them as ironically enough, they are the progenitors of preachy lefty politics bands or just artists in general. But I actually don't find them as preachy as some other people, some other bands, etc. Funnily enough, that episode by South Park is still pretty accurate. Like Bono comes off as kind of a piece of crap sometimes. A piece of because he cares so much and he just wants to do so much good. I think his heart's in the right place, but he kind of comes off like a douche sometimes. with like the yeah, I'm just doing this because of my Catholic roots, and it just kind of comes off as like preachy and out of touch occasionally. But I digress. The Joshua Tree is actually superb album. Very excellent album. But these other bands here, I gotta.
What's up?
Shut up. Okay. Yeah. When I what do you call it? When I embiggen, I can't think of the word. When I embiggen the screen, YouTube just auto plays the video. He brings up these other bands, and I'll talk about this other music. There's a lot of the stuff he's talking about, like this fucking sucks, and I'm like, I don't really know any of this music, so you know, yeah. Okay. I guess the video can begin now.
What's up? Today we're talking about bands I really hate, since this is pretty much now a music channel. I really don't have anything else to say. First we got Avenged Sevenfold. I fucking do not understand how these people became such a famous metal band. I mean, most of these I have no clue how they got popular in the first place. But specifically...
Probably word of mouth. I mean, Avenged Sevenfold, that was definitely the case in excuse me. That was definitely the case in high school. When I went to high school, you know. Yeah, like I remember people in high school, they would like, "Oh man, I love Avenged Sevenfold," and "Oh man, I got all their merch," and you know, they were very much like the trendy you know, rock, metal, you know, grungy, not grunge, but grungy, guitar music band that a lot of people loved when I went to high school. That was, not that long ago, but yeah, that kind of dates me a little bit. I don't actually have I have no opinion one way or another. No. I heard a song by Avenged Sevenfold before. I liked it. I remember liking it. I've never I don't know. I would like to get into them one day, you know, cuz I think I only know like one of their songs or two. I think I've only heard like or maybe a couple. What the hell's going on with my... Okay, whatever. Yeah, I think I've only heard at most a couple of their songs. I remember really liking them. I was like, yeah, this is cool. You know, I like this. But obviously I don't know whole swaths of their discography. I don't own any of their albums physically or otherwise. I think I've listened to a couple songs and I was like, yeah, they're cool, awesome. You know, it is one of those bands. Avenged Sevenfold, one of those incredibly popular bands that people love to hate on when I was in high school as well, because they were like, "Duh, you know, they're popular, so I got." You're gonna see a lot of this in this video, in this guy's video, by the way, this Stickman's video. A lot of like. This kind of attitude, like I'm a contrarian, so therefore I'm right. So, which you know, explains the dislike, but whatever.
But specifically, fucking A7X, yo. If you were to take the metal subgenre.
What did that say? Wait, I'm sorry. That said something. Oh, also, if you didn't notice, this guy's very loud. I'm probably very loud too, but whatever. This cover looks AI. Whatever. Tell me you're a teenager without telling me you're a teenager.
X, yo. If you were to take the metal subgenre and just strip it down to its core, this is basically the outcome. This is fucking boiled chicken metal. I can't...
Oh yeah, this guy says that quite a few times in this video. Boiled chicken metal. Like boiled chicken isn't delicious? Like when you, like chicken has a lot of flavor to begin with. When you boil it, it's cooked and it retains a lot of flavor. Like well, you know, well yeah, it retains a lot of its flavor because quite a lot of its flavor because you've been boiling it in water and the juices and the water they combine. So when you boil chicken, you know, you've been boiling it in itself essentially. Boiled chicken is delicious and very flavorful. So like this as somebody who cooks, I cook food, you know, not as a job, but I mean like I have an interest in cooking. You know, I like to watch quite a few cooking channels. Not so much like the glitzy stuff, more like the straight cooking, like, you know, but as a presentation, you know, like the what's his name? Steven Reichland. I really like Steven not Reichland, Reichland. Steven Reichland. If anybody knows who I'm talking about, he likes to do I mean, he basically specializes in grilling, and yeah, I really like his stuff. You know, like that kind of thing. Yeah, boiled chicken is delicious and very flavorful. I don't know. I don't get this like boiled chicken. Is this like lies from black people, where they're like, yo, this like white people food, you know? They don't season a food. Just black lies. Whatever. Yeah, boiled chicken is delicious. I don't know. This looks good. I would eat this. Like, look, you got boiled chicken, you got boiled potato, and you got, is this, like, the asparagus, usually, at least what my family does, me and my family do, we like to, whenever we eat asparagus, we like to, eat, like, cut it up, well, like this, actually, but, with, mushrooms, and then we mix it with, like, olive oil and, oregano and a couple other things, you know, like in a bag, and then we lay it on a sheet pan, and I forgot what you call that. Do we bake it or broil it? I don't remember. It's really good though. It's what we do is really good. Yeah, I'd eat this. I'd eat the shit out of this. I love boiled chicken metal. Dork.
Chicken metal. I can't stress enough how insanely basic this band sounds. There's like no substance to them, and I'm tired of their fucking fans telling me, oh, well, have you tried this song yet? For fuck's sakes, dude, I'm done trying at this point. Listen.
What? Yeah, he's not gonna listen. This guy's like, how old is this kid? Like 17? Like, he's not gonna listen. Like, also, who cares? Like, this guy's 17. Who gives a shit what he thinks?
I have tried, dude. Avenged Sevenfold just
I have tried, dude. Like I'm so angry. I'm gonna beat off. I was gonna beat off anyway, but it's like, who gives a shit? Like, I mean, this is still an interesting video to like react to, but you know. Oh my god! You've already spent 15 minutes reacting to it! Oh my god! I know people are gonna complain about that. Who spends 2 hours reacting to a 10-minute video? Yeah, let me tell you right now, I don't care, I don't give a shit, fuck you! Let's continue.
Fucking sucks in my opinion. That's that. Next is Sleep Token. A lot of people can agree that at this point that this straight up is not metal music. I really can't stress that.
Uh, uh, I think actually. Here. I watched this because I'm watching this video because I heard this. I'm like Sleep Token. There's that band again. That I've heard before. And I remember listening to some samples of an album of theirs on iTunes. I was like, oh my god, this is fucking ass. And not ass, but what I mean. I was like, oh, this is, what the fuck is this shit? And I actually torrented Even in Arcadia, their album from 2025, and from Core Radio, if anybody gets like music from there. Oh my god, he torrents music. Yeah, people torrent music. Because I don't use Spotify, but I didn't want to. I wanted to listen to this album, but I didn't want to just listen to it off of like YouTube or whatever. I wanted like a highest quality MP3 copy of this album, So yes, Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It wasn't a torrent. Sorry, that's some other music. It was just it wasn't even a zip file. It was a tar. Was it TAR? Yeah. I don't know. Core Radio. I guess they packaged their music in the music that they upload. I guess they package it in a different file format. I guess tar works out for them. Because usually I see it in like .zip or .rar. I even see it in .7z. I've even seen that for people use that for music sometimes. But yeah. The reason highest quality MP3 is because it sounds perfectly fine coming from my 2008, maybe older actually, Logitech speakers over here, but also I actually, so even in Arcadia, I actually thought it was pretty good. I actually thought it was really good. It's certainly transgressive with its sound. Very not esoteric. Or is esoteric the word I'm thinking of? It is very eclectic. It's like yeah, I really liked it a lot. I really liked it. I thought it was really good. The opening song was like in the closing song, it used metal beat, like the gent stuff, the gent sounds. It used it in very tactical, tasteful ways. And there was like this overarching theme for the album about cryptology in 18th century England or something like that. It was very interesting. I actually was reading about it. I'm like, yo, these guys like to read. These guys are a bunch of fucking book nerds. That's pretty cool. Because I didn't actually really know anything about them. This is just like one of those. Again, they're like Avenged Sevenfold, where it's like rock metal act that a lot of people like to shit on because. And you know what? I was ready to shit on it too. That's what I was gonna say. I was ready to shit on all over this album because I was like, metal with trap leanings. I mean, I've heard but then I'm like, I got over that feeling, like that like I'm like, I should stop thinking about this like a 13-year-old. What if they're actually really good? And you know what? They're really good because I'm not fucking 13 anymore. I'm 30. All right, I'm a 30-year-old man, and I shouldn't be acting like you're not real metal. It's really good music. There are a bunch of sounds that I don't really listen to gent. I don't really listen to trap. I don't really listen to like this moody emo style of music in general, right? But I gave this album a shot, and I was like, album cover was actually really cool. It actually looked really cool. It's like it's got a pink vibe, not vibe. It's got a pink color scheme to it. I just realized that there's a bird in the middle. I'd have to look at it. It's actually a pretty cool. It's actually a really cool album cover. Um, I think they obviously are still grounded in heavy metal stylings, metal stylings, whatever. But they used these other leanings in very interesting ways, and they used the metal stylings in very interesting ways. It wasn't the guy's voice is very good, actually. He's very passionate, Um, definitely. I really found it interesting. I really liked the somber piano moments, and there was even a fucking saxophone solo in like the second song, And the last track had was like the last third of the song was the first time they introduced the screeching, like the because he typically sings like this, like kind of like I can't really do the guy's voice right now. My throat's kind of dry, but the last third of the album he was like I'm like damn, when you use those vocals sparingly for effect, for like a crescendo of a song, I'm like it actually really works really well, because I don't know, I'm not really like, I love heavy metal music, but I'm not really the kind of guy who can listen to, for 40 fucking minutes straight. um, and it's just a constant barrage. I get it. You're trying to get this constant aggression out. I appreciate that. It might be good depending on whatever it is, right? But here I thought it was done really well, as well. Oh, that actually dried my throat out. Give me a sec. Oh shit. I was forced to get sink water. It's about as opposed to fridge water. Has a different taste, Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so a lot of this is just like, "Ugh, this band is popular, therefore they suck," It's like I actually listened to it with an open mind, and I said, this album, I think it's their latest album. I actually listened to it with an open mind. I'm like, it sounds really good. Sounds really good. I really like it. I haven't yet, but I'm actually gonna put it on my iPod. I mean, I got the space. Hang on. Fuck. Okay. I got. I'm kind of melting over here. I mean, I have the space for it. I got 2 terabytes of space to work with on my iPod. Yeah, I think I can afford to put this one album of Sleep Token on my iPod. So, and it's like iPod. It's like, yes, iPod. I like to keep my music separate from my smartphone. I've been doing that more and more. And I like to have physical music, even if it is just in a digital format only. I want to say torrented, but that even if it's just downloaded from a website, that still counts. Although maybe I could purchase something from Sleep Token. Support the artist. You know. Maybe not a vinyl because vinyl is very expensive nowadays. Maybe something else. Maybe like because I listened earlier today. I finished Bruno Mars album, The Romantic. Also very good. Also very good pop record. Where I read somewhere where people were considering it. They're calling it smooth soul, and I'm like, okay, sounds good. Yeah, I thought that was very good too. Bruno Mars leans into some Steely Dan style sounds on a couple of these tracks, and that's really cool. I don't know. I just there's a couple of songs I was listening to on this new Bruno Mars album, and I'm like, oh shit, it's you going back, Jack, do it again, wheels spinning round and round, you going back, Jack, do it again. Yeah, I can't really do it again. I'm still from those vocals. I shouldn't really be doing that. Tired. Give me a sec. Yep. Anyway, let's go back to this video.
Is not metal music. I really can't stress that enough. Sleep.
Yeah, they are. They're rooted in heavy metal stylings, but this latest album, it sounds like they're incorporating more of other stuff. I mean, honestly, I don't blame them. It's as far as I'm concerned, Sleep Token is, they're very much inspired by those moodier emo bands from, I don't know, the 90s and the 2000s. They're just continuing that sound with, current music trends like gent stylings and trap stylings, and it's hey, I thought it was a good album. It's I like this. I like that. It's like I guess it's faux pas in amongst amongst heavy metal circles to have music that like, because there's always this well, hey, I like heavy metal, but I also like Justin Timberlake sometimes. Like, what was it the other day? I was God, what was I was listening to To Come Carry by Jimmy Rogers, and then I was listening to that a bunch, and then I was listening to My Console by Eiffel 65, and I was listening to that like well into the morning. I had that song stuck in my head, and then I was listening to Cry Me a River by Justin Timberlake, and what was it? Well, I think when I woke up, I was like, great, I got Civil War by Guns N' Roses stuck in my head now. But then I thought of Sleep Token from this video that I watched last night, and I was like, yeah, what do they sound like? I listen to them too. Recently I bought The Romantic by Bruno Mars on iTunes, and I finished that, and I really like that as well. And I also bought, didn't I listen to a few samples on iTunes, and I'm like, oh, this sounds really good too. The reason I bought these two albums was because they were like $5 each. I'm like, oh, okay, that sounds good. I'll buy them. I'll actually buy them. Give support the artist. I bought Hillary Duff's new album, Luck or something. That's what it's called. And when I heard of it, it sounds really good. I don't remember the last time I've actually listened to Hillary Duff, if at all. She's Lizzie McGuire, right? You know, the the title character from the Disney show from like 20 years ago. I've talked shit about all sorts. I continue to talk shit about Disney stuff, because a lot of times they deserve it. But I mean, like, I listen to, I don't think Hillary Duff is a Disney artist anymore, or whatever. Whatever. I heard the samples on iTunes on like $5. I'm not gonna pass that up. Sounds good. All right, enough of that. I'm only a minute into the video. This will be quick. This isn't gonna be much longer.
Can't stress that enough. Sleep Token is not metal. I know metalheads will say that about any band they don't like, oh, Korn isn't metal. But I genuinely mean it. No, Sleep Token is pop music through and through. And it's not even good pop, too. That fucking Hey Ya cover is so unbelievably bad. Holy shit, dude. Some songs really do need to be covered.
I don't know. Is it? I wouldn't know. My knowledge of Sleep Token extends to this album that I listened to today. That's pretty much it. Yeah, I would consider them metal. Yeah, alt metal. Why not? It's a different kind of metal. You don't have to like it, but you know, you can just spend your time talking about bands you like. But I know a lot of heavy metal. I know a lot of metalheads. They're 40 going on 14. So whatever, they're gonna think whatever they want. Like, who gives a fuck, man? Who gives a fuck? I listen, it's just like I listened to this album. I was like, all right, I was ready to shit on it. I was ready to shit all over it. I was like, this is gonna be terrible. I just know it. This is gonna be that one album by Polyphia all over again. Which, by the way, wasn't like the worst album I ever heard. I think it was called Memento Mori. It wasn't the worst album I ever heard. It was just boring, I think on this Sleep Token album, there was like a segment in one of the songs where they were doing like a because that's that's why this album was actually really good, because it was like, hey, they're going all over the place with stuff, and it sounds interesting, and you get into the mood, It's really good. I liked it. I don't know. It's like Polyphia. It's like every song you will expect to hear. Like there's no mood to it. There's no feeling to it. It's music made by fucking computers. It's like, oh my god, did I say Jim Henson? Tim Henson. Tim Henson, he's such an expert guitarist. It's like, he's fucking boring though. Who gives a shit if he's, if he can do the all Polyphia sounds exactly the fucking same, and it sounds fucking boring, okay? Yeah, I heard the Sleep Token album, I was like, yeah, and I by the end of that album I was like, oh, it's over. Like, it wasn't bad. It's just like, okay. Yeah, that was music. Cool, I guess. maybe I'd have to hear it again, but it was just you know, that's what all of Polyphia sounds like, you know. A bunch of shit. I don't even like necessarily. I was gonna say I don't necessarily hate Polyphia. I kind of do. They don't make the again. They don't. I don't know. I don't know what I don't know, like. Oh, I like them or I hate them. Some of their music is awful, but yeah, sure. But like, I don't know. I don't think they're like awful, the worst thing. You know, that's what I mean. They're not the worst thing ever. They're not. You know, they're. I'd say they're a cut above Has Been Hotel music. Well, actually, yeah, definitely. I mean, like, I think listening to Chalk, listening to Nails on a Chalkboard, is better than listening to that actual fucking horse shit. Okay. So yeah, I would rather listen to. Generally speaking, maybe not always, but generally speaking, I would rather listen to Polyphia than that Vivzy Pop shit, you know. I'd have to hear them side by side again, but I would probably say 10 times out of 10 I would rather listen to Polyphia than the hell of a whatever, you know, hell of a load of horse shit. God, has anybody ever actually heard that shit? It's fucking awful. But you know, Polyphia is still pretty boring. Okay, I'm sorry. I know. All right, what was this guy saying? I'm sorry. This guy's boring. Like I know all do
metal, but I genuinely mean it. No, Sleep Token is pop music through and through, and it's not even good.
It's like pop metal. I was trying to put my finger on it. I was like, you know, it's pop music with metal leanings. A lot more metal. I mean, actually, maybe like this latest album, but I listened to some of their. Maybe I listened to samples of their other stuff outside of this album I heard today. Yeah, I would consider them a metal band. Yeah. I actually would. You know, I'm not gonna be, you know, they're not metal. Yeah, they're metal, but they're just it's not a style of metal that a lot of people want to go for because of whatever, million different reasons, whatever.
Pop too. That fucking Hey Ya cover is so unbelievably bad. Holy shit, dude. Some songs.
Holy shit, dude. And I'll see you in the next video.
Really do need to be do not need to be covered. Like, please stay away from certain songs. The next band is Disturbed.
Why? I don't even know the cover, by the way. It could be awful. I wouldn't know. Like, holy shit, dude. Make sure to like and subscribe.
Please stay away from certain songs. The next band is Disturbed. How the fuck do you listen to that? Disturbed is just a straight disaster of a band, and again, with the
that's like 2 seconds of a song. I'm not even like a big Disturbed fanboy or anything, but like I don't hate Disturbed, you know. I think if anything, I hated fans of Disturbed. If anything, I probably hated fans of the Disturbed. You know, you know when they were like another like I almost said Asking Alexandria. Avenged Sevenfold. When they were like another one of those rock metal bands that people in my high school were all sorts of people in my high school were big fans of. Yeah, like their fan base is pretty cringe. Okay, some of it, but some of it is just like, yeah, this music's cool. I like it. And I probably like the Disturbed. It's probably another one of those bands where I was like, again, like this guy. I just I heard the ooh, and I was like, oh, this is fucking corny. It's funny, but it's corny. But then I actually hear the music, and I'm like, oh, I actually like this. This is cool. You know. Like again, my opinions on the Disturbed in the past have been based on complete and total misinformation, and just although I will say that what is that the same song where the ending where the singer goes into like a breakdown, like, oh, mommy, I'm sorry, please don't hit me again, ah! Like that kind of shit. That is still kind of cringe, but it's interesting cringe. Does that make sense? It's like, it's fascinating. It's like, wow, people had a really weird sense of artistry in like contemporary music in the Y2K era. People were kind of fucked up. Like, this is just a different way of expressing aggression. It's actually, I don't know. They're yeah, I like the Disturbed. I don't mind them.
A straight disaster of a band, and again, with the fucking covers, dude. Disturbed did a...
I don't know. Didn't they do a cover of Genesis's Land of Confusion? Now, I don't know their, like, I love Genesis, but I don't know the Disturbed's cover. I just know that they made a cover that has gotten a lot of traction. I'm sure I'd like it. I'm sure I'd be like, yeah, this is cool. I probably heard a sample of it before and was like, oh, this is actually pretty cool. I like this,
A relatively famous cover of The Sound of Silence by
Oh, okay. No, no, I thought it was... They did both, right? I don't know.
The Sound of Silence by Simon and Garfunkel.
It's Simon and Garfunkel, you fucking goober. By Simon by Seaman by by Seaman and Carbuncle. By Sermon and John Arbuckle. You want to do that again or no? No, okay, all right. No, I get it. I get it. You want to go for like shitty videos from late 2000s, early 2010s YouTube. I get it. I understand. You want to go for my mom and dad's Windows XP computer, Windows Movie Maker vibes. I understand. I get it. I mean, like, you could still make good videos if you have, I've seen good videos made with that mindset, right? But like, hey, you're not gonna make a good video, but hey, go ahead, champ. I get what you mean. I got you.
It's by Simon and Garfunkel, and Jesus Christ! Just don't even listen to it. Honestly, it's not worth your...
I actually would like to listen to this. I actually have never... Maybe I heard a sample and I was like, that was pretty good. I don't know, I guess I just don't really hate music in general, My dad losing hearing in one of his ears, about 20 years ago, made me appreciate music and sounds in general a lot more, Like I said, so when I hear that Vivzy Pop shit, I'm like, this is not what my ears want to listen to. This is not what any ears should be listening to,
your time. Like, it's so bad it's bad.
So bad.
I usually don't bring in the artists' real-life actions into dictating the quality of their music. And honestly, I'm not saying this to dog on Disturbed's music, but David Draymond specifically. That dude is a fucking Zionist. Holy shit. Some of the worst.
He's a Zionist. Oh, he's one of these. Oh, this guy's one of these kids. It's like you didn't give a shit about the Israel-Palestine situation before 2023, but then when now that happened, it's suddenly like he's a Zionist. He free Palestine. Free Palestine. Thousands of years of racial conflict is going to be solved by morons on the internet picking sides because they think it'll spread like some sort of world communism or something. But wait, morons, I'm sorry. Morons from the West, like this asshole. Not David Draymond, this asshole whose video I'm reacting to.
Zionist. Holy shit. Some of the worst takes I've seen on the Gaza conflict. How do you have, like, the fucking worst metal music ever?
Whatever, it's not the worst metal music ever. Shut up. Shut up. Shut the fuck up, nerd. I don't even care. I'm not terminally online. I don't have a fucking Ray Ayanami profile pic with a gun, Wait, why did I say that? I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm getting conflated with lefty trannies that I see on Last FM. Where it's like the guy with the fucking Ray Ayanami profile pic is gonna start blathering to me about the socioeconomic problems that I need to be concerned about. These are 10 socioeconomic problems you need to be concerned with. Shut the fuck up.
Have like the fucking worst metal music ever and be a Netanyahu bootlicker. Dear God, nothing is saving this guy's case. Next up, we got.
Oh my God, the guy who's obviously Jewish supports his. Actually, isn't David Draymond from Israel? It's like that's why it's like people like, oh my God, Gene Simmons is a Zionist, and I'm like, yeah, he's from Israel. I mean, like, he could be from Israel and not be a Zionist, but I mean, like, have you seen Gene Simmons? He loves money. So, yeah. He loves money. He's a Zionist. What do you think? Look, whatever. I don't really want to get into that. This horse hockey, That's this is a very funny Jewish news.
This guy's case. Next up, we got five.
I didn't hear what he
liquor.
said.
Dear God.
Oh my God, Yahoo bootlicker. Yeah, that's what he said. Yeah, whatever. Your squeaky voiced ass is going to convince me otherwise about geopolitical happenings. Not that I have any particularly strong opinion one way or another. It's just, you're a dork. Don't you have, like, homework to do? Why do you give a shit about 1,000-year-old conflicts? What do you... Oh, yeah, okay, Lawrence of Arabia. I really want to hear your opinion about the war between Israelis and Palestinians. Alright.
Ace. Next up, we got Five Finger Death Punch. This band makes music for high school dropout dude bros who chug monsters and vape in their
Yeah, okay, so this is something that you would say without ever actually hearing any of Five Finger Death Punch's music. Like, yeah, again, I've made those jokes before when I was ignorant of their music. I didn't actually mean it, right? But it's like, I actually heard a couple songs by Five Finger Death Punch. I'm like, huh, these guys are pretty good. I like them. Yeah, again, once again, like, not a Five Finger Death Punch fanboy because I don't know, like, entire swaths of their discography or something. It's just, I've heard a couple of their songs and I thought they were really good. And that's it. I don't know. I guess I'm missing the point. The point. I guess in order to make one of these kinds of videos, I have to be half my age and sound like somebody who, when they're not working at their McDonald's shift, they're beating off to hentai. Which, by the way, joke's on you. I don't have a job, and I still beat off to hentai. But that's not the point. The point is that, I don't know, this guy's a dork. That's the point. The point is that this guy's a fucking dork. This guy's actually getting on my nerves.
And vape in their fucking lifted trucks. That's not even crazy to say. This is one of their fucking album covers. This is literally one of those images your 20-year-old coworker named Jared will post.
Okay, like, cause this is all just said like somebody who like can't get off the internet on social media, and they keep sharing the same stale, regurgitated jokes. This is like the same shit. This is why those same stale, regurgitated jokes about Nickelback keep circling around on social media, is because, again, Nickelback's one of those bands where it's like, I actually listened to their album Curb front to back again, like a short while ago, and I was like, wow, this is a really excellent album, Why do people talk so much? Oh, because they got really popular, and popular equals bad, terror bad, blah. Whatever. Stupid.
Talking about how he's super loyal, however, he'll become your worst nightmare if you fuck around. So don't fuck around, cause you don't want to find out. And then Jared goes home and beats his wife cause the Patriots lost. These guys are so, like, American, it's not...
Yeah, he doesn't... Okay, well, you know what? What if Jared goes home and, like, you just assume Jared has a wife? Like, Jared doesn't go home to beat his wife. Jared goes home to beat his meat. There's a difference. Because he listens to Five Finger Death Punch.
Even funny. Next we got goddamn Hollywood Undead.
They're so American. Wait, what did he say? Something about what?
And beats his wife because the Patriots lost. These guys are so, like, American, it's not even funny. Next we got God...
and that's bad, and that's bad. And that's bad. Gives a shit. Fuck my country, man! This guy's probably Canadian, actually. She's actually worse, but, yeah. I don't know what you're talking about. What's that all about? Who cares, dude? Nationalism. Blah. I've been socially ingrained to hate my country, blah. Duh, I'm a leftist, blah. Duh, I'm countercultural, blah. Blah.
Guys are so, like, American, it's not even funny. Next we got goddamn Hollywood Undead. I swear to God, dude, what is with masked bands and sounding like shit? This really should have stopped at Daft Punk, bro. We already had Sleep to...
What's wrong with Daft Punk? I like Daft Punk. But I like Daft. Like, was that a dig towards, or is he saying just like that was the be all end all of masked bands? I mean, let's just assume he's not saying it like that. Like, I like Daft Punk. I mean, I like their first 3 albums. I love Daft Punk, actually. I love their first 3 studio albums. And I haven't heard the whole thing front to back, but... Well, actually, the only album I've heard front to back is Discovery, but I've heard enough from Homework and it's Human After All, right? Yeah. I've heard enough from those albums to say I like those albums as well. Well, actually, I've heard Random Access Memories front to back. That album was... I haven't heard it in years, but I remember it being kind of boring, honestly. I thought Get Lucky was... I honestly, I kind of hated Get Lucky. I liked things about it, but overall I was like, yeah, this song's okay, but as a pop song, but it's you know, like I like when Daft Punk, you know, we're all up night to get, you know, like that's cool, but it's like it's basically a Pharrell Williams song featuring Daft Punk sometimes. Yeah, there's parts of it that are okay, but like I kind of hate that song actually. I love most other of Daft Punk's music though. You know, except like Random Access Memories was just kind of a boring album as a whole. Unfortunately, that was their last album, and then they died, or you know, they disbanded, whatever. Yeah, but like in general, I love Daft Punk. Are you kidding me? I wish they would get back together and like make a good. Okay, hang on. Okay. Anyway, what I was saying was I don't remember what I was saying. Busy, 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 busy. Keep it down too. Did you hear what I said? Keep it down. Whatever. Anyway, what was it? I lost my train of thought. I don't know anything by the Hollywood Undead. I don't know what band. I don't know this band.
Could have stopped at Daft Punk, bro. We already had Sleep Token. Ghost isn't horrible, but it ain't that great. I'll be honest, I don't like Guar's actual music.
Dude, then you're an idiot. Ghost is cool. They're all right. They're fine. You know. I like. Yeah, Guar's cool. I don't know. I don't hate them. You know. You know, I'm not like the biggest Guar fan or anything, but like I've heard some of their stuff. They're cool.
And Slipknot, ugh. More on Slipknot later, but you.
Yeah, Slipknot's fine. I've actually heard a couple of their songs. I'm like, oh, this is actually really good. You know. Oh.
You see, Hollywood Undead ain't even a poser band. This is just straight fucking gay. I honestly don't know how to word my feelings about.
What the fuck? Yo, I'm supposed to say that. Things are straight fucking gay. Like this fucking video that you made. What does that say? Olives? Oh, 9 lives. Okay, yeah, I don't know. I don't know Hollywood Undead. Is it the Hollywood Undead or is it just Hollywood Undead? I don't know. I don't know anything. I don't know anything about their music. I heard of them, but I just don't know any of their music.
honestly don't know how to word my feelings about this steaming pile of shit band, other than it sounds gay. I don't know. Okay, all I know
You're so funny. You're so. You're so. Whatever.
is if it came on the radio, I would actually turn it up. In fact, I'd crank the volume to the point I'd go permanently fucking deaf, just so I never risk hearing these fuckers again.
Wow, that's so edgy.
Next one is Blink-182. I don't have much to say for this one. I find it hella annoying, and pop punk isn't real punk. Wait, speaking of pop punk,
Yeah, I probably don't like everything Blink-182 has done, you know, but like I hear a song by Blink-182 and I go, yeah, that was alright. That was cool, I guess. You know, that's fine. Again, I don't hate Blink-182. I think if there's any hate for any of these bands, it's like the people who make their entire lives about these bands, these kinds of bands, you know. That's probably where a lot of the hatred comes from, if anything, you know. What did he say about what were the specific things? He said some specific things about Blink-182.
hearing these fuckers again. Next one is Blink-182. I don't have much to say for this one. I find it hella annoying, and pop punk isn't real punk.
That's such a stupid argument, you know? Like, it's so baffling to these fucking dweebs, like 50 years on, that you know, there's some things where it makes them look completely uncool, right? But like, it's like, oh, pop punk isn't real punk, you know? It's like whatever. It's one of those hypocrisy. It's just more gatekeeping bullshit, you know? It's honestly from punk. It's like punk. You know, I don't really like I'm not a leftist particularly at all, you know. But you know, so I'm not really into like punk anything. You know, I like punk music. There's some punk music that I actually really like, but you know, I like the whole ethos and like dress up like I don't do that. I don't do that with metal either. Like I don't, you know, I like music. I don't fucking play dress up. You know. Is pop punk is hella annoying. You know, like I like whenever people say something where it's like yeah, maybe sometimes I'll find it hella annoying, but like sometimes I'll be like, yeah, play a couple of Blink-182 songs. That sounds good. I wouldn't mind that. That sounds like a good time. You know? That's kind of how I feel about Blink-182. And it's like it's not real punk, and it's like I like it. I like this. I like it. You know, all that shit is for all that like genre arguing shit. That's for fucking nerds anyway. You know, I'm like, yeah, this is cool. Usually it's just for fucking like nerds who have nothing better to do. I don't know. The genre arguing shit, because I listen to Blink-182 and I'm like, yeah, it's pop punk. That's a genre. You know, you could fuse whatever you want because whatever, do whatever you want. You know? Like dance punk exists too, you know? Like, you know, it's not real punk, you know? It's not real punk because it sounds, because I've actually heard people say that, where it's like, you know, dance music doesn't belong in punk music, you know? And it's like, even though like guys like The Clash did it and a bunch of other bands, but whatever.
And pop punk isn't real punk. Wait, speaking of pop punk, I specifically got a band that is not fucking punk. Next one we're discussing is Green Day. I know Green Day fans are fucking psychopaths when it comes to criticism of Daddy Billy Joe Armstrong, so go at it.
No, I mean I hate Green Day. Like the guys, I hate them. You know, I think they're a bunch of fucking posers. Yeah, you could consider them. Yeah, they're punks. You know, or maybe posers isn't the right. Um, uh, I'm sorry. This video's actually been going on for a while. I want to wrap this up so I can like get some more water or some shit. I'm feeling dehydrated. I used to like. There was a time where like I got Dookie on CD and I was like, whoa, this is a really good album, you know. And I still think that's a really good album, but it's just you know, since then I've heard like other stuff from them, and I'm like, I'm not all that impressed, you know. Well, when I mean other stuff, I mean like all the stuff after the 90s, you know. I hear stuff from American Idiot, and I'm just kind of mixed about that, you know, what I've heard from that album, you know. I never actually listened to it front to back. I heard a couple of songs, you know. I think the title track is fucking stupid song, but I actually like Boulevard of Broken Dreams. I think that's a very good song, very moody, you know. Has a good message. Right, that's from the same album, right? I've heard other stuff from. I heard Father of All a couple of times. The album's pretty bad. that album is really bad. I think the only Green Day albums I've ever listened to front to back have been Dookie, you know, when I bought it on CD, and then I downloaded Father of All from like a download website somewhere, you know. Yeah, I heard Father of All again. It sounded like fucking Applebee's music. Like most of it sounded like Applebee's music. I think I don't know if I've given my opinion about the title. No, right? Isn't it the title track? The one that's like da 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 da. Right? Isn't that the title track of that album? Yeah, it was basically a harder, like a heavier version of God, what's that song? Feel It Still by Portugal. Period. The Man. You know, stupid band name, stupid gay hipster band name. Give me a sec. But I'm just taking my socks off. But you know, Feel It Still is an okay song. It's literally the only song I know by that band. And yeah, I'm like, it's okay. It's okay, I guess. I don't know. It's kind of like, it sounds like, well, I mean, that song sounds like Applebee's version of girl groups from the 60s. You know, and Green Day basically made a much heavier, much better, honestly, version of that song with the title track from that album. But like most everything else on that album was again, like I think I said Applebee's music. I think I thought I said that somewhere before. Yeah, but yeah, Green Day. It's they want to be like, oh, we're still like punk and shit, but then they have like this brand of coffee with like a fruity ass bunny logo or something, and it's like, you guys are like the biggest sellouts, one of the biggest sellouts that at least that exists now. Like, you guys are total fucking sellouts. Like, at least Kiss, at least they don't, you know, yeah, they're absolutely sellouts, but they're like, we know we're sellouts. We want to make money, you know? They're honest about it. Green Day's just like, yeah, we're still cool, you know? Even though, like, outside of Billy Joe Armstrong, they all look like their age in punk makeup. They're not acting their age anymore. They're like, you know, it's a business at this point. but they also want to have like that image, and it's these conflating messages that just makes me go, God, these guys are so fucking lame. And a lot of their music is pretty fucking stupid and annoying, honestly. Except like, except Dookie. I do like that album. That's a really good album. And some other stuff, but I'm very mixed about their music. I'm very mixed about their image. Let's go on. Let's move on.
Billy Joe Armstrong, so go at it in the comments. I will read it, but I don't fucking care where these guys came from. They're not fucking punk at all. They skyrocketed to mainstream success real damn quick and immediately got signed to a major label. They sound nothing like punk. That's not fucking punk. Stop calling them punk.
Yeah, it's pop punk. Pop punk is a different animal from punk rock, okay? They're different. They're different. Pop punk is rooted in punk. It's still got the punk ethos and definitely the punk image going on, but it's whatever. It's this genre shit I don't care about, Hey, look at this. Billy Joe Armstrong, he still looks like he's in his 20s. But then look at this guy. This guy looks like this guy looks like he should be like selling real estate in Los Angeles, this guy looks like he should be like visiting his grandkids, the difference between this guy and because this guy kind of looks like has that Billy Idol look going for him. The differences between this guy and Billy Idol is that Billy Idol is still cool. And that goes for all these guys. Like, the difference between these guys and Billy Idol is that Billy Idol will always be cool. Dude's a grandfather, and he's still fucking punk.
Fucking punk. Stop calling them punk. I don't give a fuck if they said fuck MAGA and fuck Trump at their concert. So did Billie Eilish at the Grammys, and that is a fucking billionaire. Bad Bunny also recently said he doesn't like ice. He's even richer than Billie Eilish. I'm not.
It's just lefties, trying to out activist each other. That's just the way it goes. Billie Eilish's music is largely terrible. I like a couple of her songs, but it's largely her music's mostly terrible. Really. I don't know. Bad Bunny. I don't like any of his music. I think it's all shit. I like him as an actor, though. Like that kind of shit. Like, that's... And then he's singing about how he's not gay, I swear to God, I am not gay. But he's doing, like he's singing in Spanish. He's like, I'm not gay. I swear I am not gay. Do you like me because I am not gay?
Bad Bunny also recently said he doesn't like ice. He's even richer than Billie Eilish. I'm not saying I support Trump, so don't you go taking...
I do. I vote for the guy thrice. So, if you didn't dislike this video already, go ahead and dislike it now.
Don't you go taking my fucking words...
I'm kidding, by the way. Nobody's watching this video.
Out of context. What I'm saying is that's the fucking general consensus. So shut up. That doesn't make you punk. Next one is Falling in Reverse.
What was the general consensus? I'm sorry, I wasn't listening. I was...
I'm saying... I'm not saying I support Trump, so don't you go taking my fucking words out of context. What I'm saying is that's the fucking general consensus. So shut up. That doesn't make you...
No, it's not the general consensus. It's what all the music industry rats... It's what they all want their artists to say. Because they conflate being a leftist with being cool. It's not the same thing. Like leftists are not cool, okay? leftists used to be cool. When it was genuine youth movements, genuine grassroots movements from the 60s and the 70s, you know. But you know, those youths are old people now, and they are the most uncool people that exist today, probably. Okay. And by the way, those hardcore lefties from back then, even they weren't cool even back then. Okay. They were like, man, you know what's cool? The Soviet Union. It's like, what? Buy my shirt.
What I'm saying is that's the fucking general consensus. So shut up. That doesn't make you punk. Next one is Falling in Reverse. Okay, this one might have an unfair ranking because I do have a prejudice against...
Well, it's just the sound, you know. Again, and it's a sound, and it's also this idea that I have leftist opinions. That makes me a punk, you know. What is this band? Who are these guys? I'm sorry, who is this, like some emo band? Who are these guys?
Next one is Falling in Reverse. Okay,
Okay, Falling in Reverse, okay. Like half the guys have, oh my god, they all have my hair. Sort of. Well, stylized. They have my hair stylized.
One might have an unfair ranking because I do have a prejudice against this band. My ex used to listen to them, but even when I was with her, I was thinking, what the fuck are you listening to? This music is just shitty and...
I don't know any Falling in Reverse. I don't know any of their music. Couldn't tell you. Maybe I'd like them, maybe I wouldn't. Who knows?
Edgy, and they made that stupid ass "My Life Is Like a Video Game" song. However, I clearly...
Yeah, I guarantee you that's the only part that you've heard of that song. I don't know, maybe it's a good song. I just like that part is corny. That doesn't mean that the song is bad, you know? Because I used to be one of these guys where it's like who was that guy that I used to watch? Oh god, I can't remember his name. He was like a music discussion guy. He really liked Anthony Fantano. He got into some hot water and hasn't made a video since. He was like making videos on and off at that point because he had... Honestly, I thought the guy was a fucking junkie, right? Wasn't he like some fucking junkie? Who the hell? He had like hundreds of thousands of subscribers. Who the fuck am I talking about? I can't remember his name. I can't for the life of me remember his name. Fuck. He was a white guy. He had brown hair. You know, he had like junkie movements. I don't remember. Yeah, I used to watch him. I hate his fucking guts now. I think he fucking sucks now. If he still makes videos, I wouldn't know. I haven't watched him in years. Yeah, that guy's a fucking pathetic junkie piece of shit with stupid opinions. Like, hey, I have stupid opinions too. Like, a lot of these opinions in this video in general, right? But, at least I'm not a fucking junkie. Fucking loser. Like, who's a junkie? Like, what's your problem? Just, like, not do drugs. How about that?
It's like a video game song. However, I clearly haven't addressed the elephant in the room when it comes to Falling in Reverse. The man, the myth, the legend himself, Ronnie Radke, is really annoying and clearly did not mature past high school. Like, no shit, this guy is all known for...
Like, isn't that like all these emo, and emo-adjacent bands? At least, not all of them, but at least most of them. Like, yeah, the guy's probably a piece of shit in real life, you know, but I wouldn't know. I don't know anything about this band.
Like, no shit, this guy is all known for always getting into fights, beating his girlfriend, possibly raping women, and fucking the absolute...
Oh, so what's his name? Vince Neil, of Motley Crue. Except I actually do. The older I get, the more I like Motley Crue. I've always liked some of their music, but then the more music I hear from them, I'm like, huh, this is actually really good. You know, some of it is better than other of it, but whatever. You know, like their first album, Too Fast for Love. That's a you know, mwah, 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 chef kiss, superb album.
Like, funniest thing I've ever seen, suing Anthony Fantano for...
Didn't Drake do that too? I mean, I'm not defending Anthony Fantano is also a piece of shit, okay? But didn't Anthony Fantano, didn't he try suing... Actually, I just thought of this. I'm glad I'm watching this video again. Didn't he try suing who was it? Like Activision, right? Didn't he try suing... No. Or like, who did he try suing? He tried suing like EA, or again, EA also sucks. Activision also sucks, right? You know, like they've been responsible for some good games, but like in general, they're shitty piece of shit, large video game corporations, right? Especially EA in particular, fucking sucks, dickballs. But my point is like, Anthony Fantano also fucking sucks dick balls, okay? Didn't he try suing a video game corporation because they used a meme that he claims he started? Like, dude, get over yourself. It's a fucking meme. You know? I'm not gonna sue every single person because they did a meme that was, you know, like I always thought that I was the one who started the Ekum Bookum meme, but I'm not gonna sue everybody because other people did that meme as well. You know, I'm not gonna sue everybody, anybody who does like a Blob Opera video. I don't fucking care. Like, you know, like my videos are in both categories. My videos are better. Anyway, so whatever. Why are you suing people for fucking memes? You stupid fucking melon. I hate this. I fucking hate this guy. Like, oh my god, he tried suing Anthony Fantano. It's like, yeah, maybe this Ronnie Radke guy fucking sucks. Anthony Fantano fucking sucks. So it's like, this is like a ROTC patented hate situation. No, hate. Whatever. This is a hate situation. Fuck both these. Oh yeah, actually, hate. Because look at, this guy probably sucks. Anthony Fantano definitely sucks. Loudwire sucks as well. So yeah, this is a ROTC patented hate situation. Fuck everybody involved in this rounded corner circle, square. Sorry, square. Circle. Perfect circle.
Anthony Fantano for saying stuff about him that everyone has been saying about him for years. Moving on, we have one that you might... Yeah, I'm not defending Anthony Fantano. He tried suing people for... He tried suing some... because it was a large corporation, you know. It's I was just trying to make a point. It's like, no, you look like a fucking moron. There's a lot of reasons to hate Anthony Fantano. Like, especially because I used to be a fan of his. You know, I used to find his videos very funny, but then he just betrayed everything that made him good, and guy fucking sucks, and I haven't watched him in years. And that junkie, it's the same thing. It's like, he betrayed everything that, well, I didn't like him as much, but, like, I still liked him and his videos well enough, you know, and then, you know, that guy fucking sucks too, and I also haven't watched him in years, so whatever. I can't remember, for the life of me, I can't remember what that guy's name was. He was a junkie. He was a white guy with brown hair. He was a junkie, and he liked to talk about music. I guess, you know? And then he got in trouble for something. I don't remember what that guy's name was. Oh, we have one that you might ruffle some feathers. Again, we have a band with, like, a psychopath fan base. That being 21 Pilots. I'm just gonna throw this lyric up on screen.
I mean, yeah, that's pretty cringe, but you know. Like, yeah, I've heard a couple of 21 Pilots songs. I thought they were, like, I thought one of them was, you know, wasn't like the worst thing I've ever heard, but it was kind of annoying, you know. It was kind of lame. It was, jumpsuit, cover me, you know, like that. I remember that being kind of, right? Or am I thinking of a different song? Yeah, I might have heard a couple of 21 Pilots songs and just have had like, okay, whatever. You know, I don't think about, maybe they're actually really good, you know. I wouldn't know. I don't really know any of their music. You know? So, whatever. Maybe I'd actually like them. If I heard like an album front to back, you know. I might have heard Jumpsuit and I thought it was like had interesting things that I liked and stupid things that I didn't like. I think that was like every 21 Pilots song I've heard, like all 2 or 3 of them. That's kind of just been my opinion, I think. You know, like mixed, you know.
On screen.
I don't know.
Anyways, oh my god, dude, I am telling you, I kind of view 21 Pilots and Hollywood...
Anyway, out of context, that's pretty cringe. Those lines are pretty cringe, but I mean, like, maybe they actually, you know, maybe they make sense within the context of the song? I don't know.
Kind of view 21 Pilots and Hollywood Undead as the same fucking band because they just feel really similar to me in fans, image, and what I specifically dislike about them. So yeah, 21 Pilots sounds like really gay.
What is that picture? Super gay. What the fuck is that? Fucking bean-mouthed ass motherfucker. What is this shit? That's funny. What the fuck is this? That's hilarious. What is this picture? Tumblr was a mistake. Jumpsuit, cover me. I'll tell you what. Okay, so they're like Tally Hall for alternative hip hop fans. Yeah, okay, I get that. Except 21 Pilots, I think they've released more than 1.5 albums, or I don't remember. I actually heard a song by Tally Hall before. I actually thought it was pretty good. I don't know why their fan base is so gay, you know. I don't get that. Cause I don't know. I don't get it. I don't know why. Like, I don't know why. There's might just be because I just get exposed to them through like Last FM. You know, and there's a lot of fags on Last FM, but I mean, like, you know, yeah, I don't know why. Yeah, I don't know. I don't get that. Maybe like they just like got a lot of popularity through like circles on Tumblr. You know, because people who draw, tend to be super gay. Okay, animators in general. Dealing with animators, I've learned that. Dealing with a few animators in my life thus far, I've learned that yeah, they have problems, and that usually means they're gay. Okay, there's usually like it's practically a circle of like people who are some sort of, you know, non-straight sexuality, and people who animate. You know, people who have, you know, and then there's a third circle that's almost overlapping those two that says people who have unaddressed mental issues. I don't want to go any further, but yeah. yeah, I don't know. I don't know why 21 Pilots. Well, actually, I mean, I don't know. I mean, they look kind of gay, you know. I mean, like literally, like this guy. This guy looks like he would be on Grinder, you know. Like this guy looks like he would. He's had girlfriends, but right now he feels like having a boyfriend. You know, like he looks. I don't know. And then you find out it's actually not this guy, but it's this guy. You know. You know. Or also it's basically you know what I think it is. I think it's because I've been getting a lot for some reason. I don't know why YouTube just has been randomly recommending me never watching a yaoi video in my life, or at least like on this channel, or really anywhere. Like I never watched a video. I don't think I've ever watched a video with the word yaoi in it. But like YouTube keeps recommending me these videos that have like the word yaoi in it, right? And that's like people who are into like manga, Japanese comics, people who are into manga that's all about like boys kissing other boys. When I say boys, I mean like usually like teenage boys or maybe like young adults. I actually don't know. I know it's a genre of manga, and there's all these songs that people have made about how, like, oh, if my parents found out that I was into yaoi, I would just die. Lol XD. And the point I'm trying to make is that I think a lot of like that, it's the same shit, different people. I think it's just a bunch of teenage girls who want to see these two guys kiss. That's really it. I think that's why there's and I think they have like, and I think some of them have just some like deep rooted like homosexual tendencies, because I don't know if it's a lot of gay guys. I think it's just a lot of like, or maybe it is just a bunch of girls who just like, they just want to see guys kiss. They're not gay themselves, but they just want to see guys kiss because that's, I don't know, there's something wrong with them. I don't know what the fuck that's all about. It's, I don't know why they make that their entire personality. That's for sure.
21 Pilots sounds like really gay. I know I said Hollywood Undead is gay, but this is some true queercore, dude. Regular viewers of the channel will know 21 Pilots got a very special shout.
Oh, hey, actually, that's why I said that earlier. There you go. There's the Rei Ayanami profile pic. Yeah. Another weeb on the internet who wants to tell you that he knows everything more than you do.
Queercore, dude. Regular viewers of the channel will know 21 Pilots got a very special shout out in my top 10 worst songs ever made video for their smash hit Car Radio. This song is just so
I wouldn't know it. I don't know any of their music. Yeah, I think Jumpsuit, it was okay. Maybe I have to listen to like a album front to back. I don't know.
so bad. But yeah, fuck 21 Pilots. This is specifically a video on bands I hate, not bands I think are overrated. But now that I think about it, it's probably worth mentioning just listing bands I think are overrated. Just so you know, I'm not trying to necessarily say these bands are bad, just I think they're very overrated. I won't get too in depth in this section, but here we go. King Crimson, they're very bland, and I swear their fan base is...
What? What? They're bland? They're anything but bland. What the fuck are you smoking? 21st Century Schizoid Man is probably the heaviest song ever created. That's probably some of the heaviest shit ever created. probably heavier than any of the fucking bullshit that you listen to, you fucking faggot. And what was he gonna say about the fan base?
King Crimson, they're very bland, and I swear their fan base is a cult. Korn.
Okay, I'm not a fan of King Crimson because, you know, oh, I saw it on Rate Your Music, Album of the Year, whatever. Whatever those, like, those sites are fucking gay and bullshit, okay? Lots of faggots. I hate those those fucking websites, right? Yeah, I like King Crimson because I like progressive rock, you know? I discovered Yes, and then I discovered Jethro Tull, you know, like, and then I discovered King Crimson, and I'm like, yeah, these three are like some of my favorite bands ever. You know, it's not like oh, you know, because the whatever it was this guy. It's like he doesn't flips it on Spotify. Boring, you know, like it's like you have the attention span of a fruit fly. Okay, is this the stuff that everybody says is good? You know, fuck you. Shut up. God, this guy fucking sucks. Shut up, you condescending weeaboo faggot. Go fuck yourself.
Fan base is a cult. Korn just does not click at all with me. Slipknot,
You show like the album where it's like every song I've heard from that album has been awesome. I think I heard a song from that album. I watched for the first time. I watched the Street Fighter 2 animated movie, and I think a song from, it was by Korn. I believe it was from this album. Played at the end credits. I watched the English dub. You know, that's how you know. I'm like, whoa, what is this? This is awesome. You know, I've heard another song from that album. That's awesome. Every song I've heard from the album is awesome. I love Korn. I don't know a whole lot of Korn, but what I've heard from Korn, I love Korn. You know, I really like their sound. You know. So, like, whatever. Fuck you.
not click at all with me. Slipknot, I mentioned them a while back, but they're just such a poser band, and
they're not posers. They, you know, they're a metal band from the Midwest who got ultra big, okay, through a lot of dedication, hard work. Again, not like I'm not a big Slipknot fan or anything. You know, I don't know a whole lot of their music. That's why. Like, but everything I've heard from them, I'm like, huh, this is actually really good, really well made. You know, I understand it. I understand their aggression. You know, so this is stupid too. Again, I'm not like oh, you know, Slipknot or die. Like, is this guy just saying this about like the mute? You know why I don't hate a whole lot of these groups is because I don't go on the internet and hear like all the little inner workings of like them, the celebrity of all these artists and these bands and stuff like that. I just like I hear Slipknot randomly on the I hear the, you know, I push my fingers into my eyes, you know, and I'm like, hey, this sounds pretty cool, you know, like it's kind of corny, but I still really like it. Yeah, but I actually like it quite a bit. I actually really like this, you know. What was the one song? I'm like, damn, the drummer just, you know, like very technical, you know. It was really cool. It's probably like every song from this album, you know. Whoever the drummer is, like he's I remember like listening to a random Korn song. I believe it was from this album, and I was like, whoa, who's this fucking drummer? You know, he's a fucking monster at that. Holy shit. And obviously everything else was really good, you know, but I mean, like, I just remember, like, that was, like, the first thing that, like, when I heard this song on the radio, I was like, whoa, who's this fucking drummer, you know?
I mentioned them a while back, but they're just such a poser band, and the music sucks. Despite that, though, the first two albums are phenomenal. I can give them that. Kiss. Fuck Kiss. This band...
Hey, yo. Wait. I was gonna comment about that. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't heard a Slipknot album front to back, but from what I heard, I think they're pretty cool. You know?
Kiss. Fuck Kiss. This band just sucks. This is boiled chicken music.
Okay, that analogy doesn't work because boiled chicken has a lot of flavor to it. Again, this analogy is fucking stupid. I fucking love Kiss. Like, there's a lot of things I don't like about Kiss, right? None of it has to do with their music. Yeah. Well, you gonna talk about how Gene Simmons is a Zionist too, or some shit like that? Whatever. I don't know. Like, oh my God, this guy from Israel. He supports Israel. Who cares? My music taste is based on who supports Israel and who doesn't. Fucking lame-o. I fucking love Kiss. I love Kiss. I love Kiss so much. Their music is awesome. Like, what is it like? Fuck, you know, go fuck yourself, fag. What do you like? What shitty ass music do you like? You know? Do you like Against Me, or like, you know, or I don't know. Fucking, are you like, you know, I only like the real metal, you know, or whatever. Whatever. I'm a true punkist. The real metal. Dude, I like Against Me. It's like, yeah, you're an annoying faggot. I already knew that. You know, I haven't heard enough of their music to really make like an actual opinion about them, but I'm just like, oh my God, give me a fucking break. This is whatever I heard. I think it was from like one of their earlier albums. I just and maybe some stuff from their later albums. I'm like, oh my God, this guy is fucking exasperating. This music's fucking terrible. There you go. There's a band I actually I don't hate them completely because I don't know them that well, but I kind of hate Against Me. God, fuck those assholes.
This is boiled chicken music. AC/DC, if you listen carefully, you will start...
You're gonna talk shit about it. Well, actually, I'm not surprised. This guy's a fag from whatever. Like AC/DC is basically the final boss of like all the troon anime profile pic faggots on like Last FM and Rate Your Music. Who, by the way, and Album of the Year. Who, by the way, all these faggots from Last FM, they're all basically just people who came over from Rate Your Music or Album of the Year or both, because they got banned from those latter two websites. Yeah. Oh my God, my dad who. Oh my God, my dad who I hate, who doesn't accept my real gender, who loves AC/DC, likes this band AC/DC, so therefore I hate them. Fuck you, Dad. I'm gonna blast fentanyl from my Bluetooth speaker, from my $1,000 iPhone or whatever. I don't know. Whatever fag music these people listen to.
AC/DC, if you listen carefully, you will start to notice that practically every AC/DC song has like the same drum pattern. But finally, to
Yeah, okay, maybe. I haven't heard AC/DC in a while, but no. Yeah, that's just stupid. What are you talking about? Spoken like somebody who doesn't listen to AC/DC, honestly. Because they fucking suck. Bleh. Bleh. This guy's retarded. It's still good music, though. They have the same drums. That is not the case. That's again, that's retarded shit. Spoken like somebody who probably has a dad that he hates. Like, fuck you, dad! I want to be a girl if I want to! Fuck you and your AC/DC! AC/DC rules. You're a fucking pussy.
Drum pattern. But finally, to end this video off, one more band I think is not just overrated, but is a bad band. All the bands I just listed, besides King Crimson and Kiss...
Overrated. Overrated sucks egg gay. Did you see that? Wait. Well, it flashed by. Whatever. We're in the home stretch here.
I just listed, besides King Crimson and...
What do you say?
All the...
there it is, yeah.
Bands I just listed, besides King Crimson and Kiss sorta, I do...
What do you mean besides King Crimson? You just said that King Crimson wasn't bad, they were just overrated. But they're like, they're not bad, they're good. And they're not overrated. They deserve... like I don't know, maybe whatever like internet circles you go into, maybe it's like you're sick of hearing about King Crimson, you know. Again, I don't really go on the internet, and I'm on the outside looking in. I'm like, yeah, I fucking love King Crimson. They deserve all the praise that they get, whatever I've seen. Maybe they get a lot more than I'm sure they get a lot more than I've seen. They are very beloved on the internet, you know. But it's like, What do you mean? Like, that doesn't make them overrated. Like, in general, maybe? You know, I don't know I don't know what this guy is talking about. Like, overrated, as opposed to what? You know? Yeah, King Crimson, they're the Justin Timberlake of progressive rock. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? That's the... Like, dude, unlike you, I have a life, and I don't go on 4chan, like, hardly ever. At all, really. Not that much. You know, the last time I was on 4chan was by accident, like a few months ago, maybe? You know? I don't remember. Yeah, on MU, it's like, nobody cares. It's a forum. Gives a shit about forums. Like, you know, so this guy's very, like, he's twisting his own words. He's, you know, it's like, oh, a kiss maybe. Oh, I'm glad you gave the olive branch to them. Fucking homo.
Find some qualities in. And don't get me wrong, this band has like 2 songs I like, but God...
Who?
I don't understand how they're still held up as
I know who. I've seen this video already, so, you know.
Such a good band. Maybe the most overrated band in history. But generally, just generally, the last band I really fucking hate goes to Guns N' Roses. They built a legend status career off...
Okay, I fucking love Guns N' Roses. Again, I don't really go on the internet. Like, I don't even really, like, listen to the radio all that much, you know? So, like, whenever I listen to the Guns N' Roses song, I'm like, it's just as fresh as I remember it being, you know? Yeah, they're really good songs. Is it getting dark out? How long have I been here? I don't care. I'm gonna get some, like, Pepsi or some shit after this. some shitsy. Uh, I love Guns N' Roses. Here's a. This might be a controversial statement. I don't know. Because I'm not a fucking. I'm not a dork or an e-ho. Who just like, I like the Birch, and then they don't actually know any of their music. You know? But, I like Guns N' Roses way more than Nirvana. Than Nirvana! Yeah, I guess I should say that. Like, I like Nirvana. I love Nirvana, I've always loved Nirvana. I think in my late 20s, my late 20s, I had a job where I had to turn radios on and set them up in cars. That was one of the things that I did in this job, right? But it was like I had to make sure that it could play certain frequencies. I don't remember what the specific thing was in this job, but anyway, God, the radio just played so much Nirvana. I'm like, at first I was like, oh, cool, Nirvana, right? But the more I listen to their music, the more I'm like, God, this is annoying. This guy's getting on my nerves. Kurt Cobain, what a fucking whiner. What a whiny fucking guy. And I think my love and appreciation for Nirvana was very much reestablished with what do you call it? I listened to a band that Kurt Cobain was in before Nirvana. One of his bands that he was in before Nirvana. It was called Fecal Matter, and when I heard whatever album I found, I was like, wow, this is really good. This is it's kind of like going back to the roots of this guy and getting what he's all about, and it really was like thoroughly, like very much like enjoyable. Yeah, it was very good. Recently I listened to so my mom has a Guns N' Roses my mom has a Guns N' Roses greatest hits CD, and my dad has a Nirvana greatest hits CD. I call them compilation albums. I prefer compilation albums, but whatever. I think, what did I listen to first? I think it was Guns N' Roses first, and then I think the next day I listened to Nirvana. This was like last month, and I still really like Nirvana, but I have not really been finding myself listening to a whole lot of Nirvana since then. Whereas Guns N' Roses is like, I came back and listened to Civil War today. I was like, I had that stuck in my head. I was like, damn, that's such a good song, Such a good song. I mean, like, what's so civil about war anyway?
To Guns N' Roses. They built...
No, I mean, that's a really good song, though. That's an awesome song. I really like the Cool Hand Luke sample in the beginning. That's really cool. That's really really adds so much to the song. It really does. No, I'm serious. It really does. That's such an awesome song. It's such an awesome band, man. I love Guns N' Roses. I like a lot of hair metal, but I mean, like, I love hair metal. I would say, in fact, I probably love hair metal more than grunge at this point. I think I really liked grunge a lot when I was like a teenager, right? But I also liked hair metal. I didn't know which one I liked more at the time. I think I listened to way more. Actually, yeah, I believe I did. I listened to way more grunge. I think I would end up listening to way more grunge, actually, in like my teens and my early 20s. But throughout my 20s, I've been finding myself going back to more hair metal. I don't know. I just I think some of the grunge stuff I like a lot of the grunge stuff still in general, but I mean like I think some of it just kind of wears thin over time. It's still really good, but I mean it's just it's not as poignant as it used to be. Whereas like the hair metal stuff, like I just keep liking it more, you know, no matter how goofy and obnoxious it is. Like that's the beauty in it. It's what's goofy and obnoxious, but it's also really good, like really well played. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like Vivzy pop music that's just goofy and obnoxious, but it's really bad music, right? This is like goofy and obnoxious, but like it's self-aware, you know, and it's really good. I don't know. My brain's starting to get fried. We're reaching. Hey. 2 hours. 2 hours. Oh no. Oh, are people gonna complain about that? Are people gonna complain that this reaction video is reaching almost 2 hours? There you go. There you go. That's for you. If you're gonna complain about that, you see that? You see it? Here. Let me actually here. Let me help you out there. Give me a sec. It's this one. Yes, it is. All right. Tell you what. So that you can see it better. All right. All right. I think that's good. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Can you see me? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, if you're going to complain about this reaction video being 2 hours long, here you go. Right there. That's for you. Wait, hang on. There you go. You see that? There you go. That's for you. Wait. Hang on. There you go. That's for you, too. Hopefully you heard that. Two salutes and a cannon. There you go. Okay. Where were we?
Guns N' Roses. They built
a
legend status career off of one really overplayed album. Second album was fine, I guess.
First album is amazing. What are you talking about? Second and third album are, well, they're basically the second and third album basically come in a pair. They're I've never actually heard Guns N' Roses studio album front to back, right? But like everything that I've heard from them, then like, yeah, I really like this a lot. I don't know what your problem is. They're I wish they would make more, whatever. I'm actually happy with their singles era right now. Couple singles in 2021, couple singles in 2023, couple singles in 2025. Even if some of it is just reworked stuff from Chinese Democracy. I've enjoyed what I've heard so far. So, that's cool if they did that like every so like in 2027 they can release a couple of singles. Maybe they can keep that pattern going. That would be cool. I'd be fine with that. Honestly, Guns N' Roses, they don't have to release another album. I mean, it would be cool if they did, but I mean, like, if they just did like singles, or at least like they don't have to release another album for maybe like one more set of 2 singles. I don't know. Maybe they can release a new album with all new material. Who knows? Who knows what the future holds? But I'm fine with what they're doing. It's cool.
I would have honestly liked Guns N' Roses better if they weren't held up to fucking god status in the rock world. These motherfuckers do not.
I mean, yes, they do. They deserve it. They absolutely deserve it. Like, I listened to, recently, I listened to Slash, play the Angry Birds Space, theme, right? Didn't he do, like, the theme for, right? Wasn't that what that was? And I heard it, I was like, yo, I hadn't heard it in such a long time. I remember really liking it. I heard it again recently. I was like, yo, Slash did not need to go this hard for fucking Angry Birds. But I'm so glad he did, because this is fucking amazing. This is pure fucking rad awesome. Awesomeness. Awesome sauce.
These motherfuckers do not deserve the success they would go on to find.
Yes, they do.
I'll admit there are some other classic rock bands that really just wrote off their first album, but Guns N' Roses is here because
Like
they are
who?
both the most obvious case of this, and it just does not sound that good. And finally, fuck Axl.
Oh wow, somebody, my source is some faggot on Reddit. Wait, some, wait, can we go back to that? Where's that post? I was gonna say some deleted faggot on Reddit, but whatever. Yeah, some faggot on Reddit. Yeah, okay, like, I've been bored and I've typed in X thing sucks to find who's saying something sucks before. And it's usually garbage threads on Reddit from fucking faggots whose opinions nobody should care about. Like, it's, yeah, I've done that before too. Not post on Reddit. Reddit is fucking, I haven't posted on Reddit in a very long time. I finally had enough and realized, you know, Reddit is a complete fucking waste of time. Reddit's fucking gay. Reddit is so fucking gay. I actually like Axl Rose's vocals. Alright, this video's almost done with. Okay, wait. Oh wow, this is like literally like 7 seconds. Okay, look, I gotta stretch it out. Where am I?
Album, but Guns N' Roses is here because they are both the most obvious case of this, and it just does not sound that good.
Are they? I don't know. Again, I don't really listen to like stuff. So like whenever I listen to when I listen to Guns N' Roses on my iPod, I'm like, you know, hell yeah! Now it's a good time. You know, I don't like when I'm in my car, I'm not usually. Sometimes I'm listening to like classic rock stations, but usually I listen to like MeTV FM and WFMT, you know. So so for those who don't know what those stations are, that's like, you know, pop music from like the 60s, 70s, 80s, and then or like classical music, you know, classical, whatever, like that large encompassing label. Yeah, like, cause that stuff relaxes me while I'm driving. I want to be relaxed when I'm driving. I still listen to rock music sometimes when I'm driving, but I mean, like, obviously, but you know, usually I'm listening to like hair metal when I'm driving. I don't know, I don't like to listen to grunge as much when I'm driving. I don't know why. Did I say this? Yeah, I probably like hair metal way more than grunge at this point. Hair metal is just objectively better.
Rock bands that really just wrote off their first album, but Guns N' Roses is here because they are both the most obvious case of this, and it just does not sound that.
I mean, Use Your Illusion too, both of them. So whatever. Yeah.
Good. And finally,
I think they're awesome.
fuck Axl Rose, dude. That guy is such an alcoholic dickhead.
Yeah, he's a dick, but he's also like, I'd rather listen to Axl Rose than yeah, Axl Rose is a dick sometimes. Yes, that is true. Okay. But he's actually a lot smarter than, he's also sometimes a lot smarter than you think he is. And you know what? Hey, fellow Hoosier, mad respect, yo. He got out. He got out of the corn maze.
Yeah, I hate I hate Axl Rose because Kurt Cobain hated
Kurt Cobain was a fucking fag. He was a very talented artist. He was also an annoying lefty faggot. Okay, the prototype. He was a prototype for all these fucking these 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 fucking sit and spinners that I see on the internet, and all these like fucking e-thoughts. They're like, I like Nirvana.
Fuck Axl Rose, dude. That guy is such an alcoholic dickhead. Good talk.
No, it wasn't. I mean, for me, it was a good reaction, but for you, it was a bad video. And there's a reason why I disliked it, because it was a bad video. Bands I love. Oh, hey, look, it's Nirvana. Look it. Wow. Who would have seen that coming? Who would have seen that coming? Yeah, so anyway, there you go. Over 2 hours later. I don't know. Hope you enjoyed my epic progressive rock esque reaction. Now reaction video to progress. Yeah, here's my reaction to progressive rock. It's all good. It's all fucking awesome. I don't know. I don't know what the hell I was gonna say. My brain just melted through my ears partially as soon as that video ended. Yeah. So that video sucked, and that guy sucked. But hey, my reaction was epic. It was legendary. And if you thought so too, you should give this video. I'm just kidding. I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit. Like it, dislike. I don't fucking care. That shit's fucking gay. You know, it would be cool, right? But I know it's, you know, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna get like, you know, 1 million views. That's never gonna happen. Who gives a shit? I'm doing this because I want to give opinions that I have, or something. I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna go pee pee, and I'm gonna go get a drink, and but before that, I'm gonna end the video. So hope you, whoever's watched, hope you have a good time or whatever, and yeah, bye bye.